from the sky. No one and no alibi. Lies burning hotter than the sun. Fake prophets cashing in the dream, selling hope through a broken beam. What's the truth? Where's it gone?
Alright. Welcome to Groove On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Saturday. A little bit on the weekend, right smack dab in the middle. Well, for a few more hours. Hope you guys are ready. Grab your popcorn and your little sippy cup. Let's have a good night. Talk about a little bit of ghosts. And why is it that you can get that out? And why is it right in the center? There we go. And why is it some of you just refuse to believe? No, really. I mean, I know I don't believe a lot of stuff, but I find videos where I'm like, hey, I don't know what that is. It looks totally legit to me. I'm thinking it's real. And there's been a lot of times with these ghost videos where I've been wrong. And they were hoaxed. They were bad. But why is it some people just can never believe? My father's that way. I don't know. I haven't asked him in years. But he wouldn't believe anything unless he saw it. No, I don't believe it. I ain't seen it. Do you believe in aliens? I believe they got to be somewhere out there. Oh, so you believe those, but you don't believe in ghosts? A lot of chances are as many grains of sand there are in the earth that are basada bakura, akura matata makito, probably, right? Everybody goes to that. That's the old debate. Grains of sand, solar system, galaxy, stars, planets, people. Oh, Jita. So, but what makes me a little bit, I don't know, I'm not sad, but what makes me thought-worthy about this is like no matter how hard you try, some of you just can't get it. You can't see it. And that's something I've had to overcome. There was a time where I believed, and then I didn't believe anything anymore. And now I'm like, well, I believe in the possibility because there's too much evidence, right? There's a lot of evidence. People just brush off, including myself. Why? Why do we do that? Because we can't duplicate it, can't study it. Rarely do you ever see it come back. So it's the perfect hoax. It's the perfect lie. It's the perfect cover-up for the government and their high-tech, top-secret stuff. Everybody knows it. You got to know. Look, there's people thinking we're going to war with aliens in 2 years. I know. No, I know. But that's what they believe. How? How? I don't understand. I don't know what to do with you people. I'm supposed to read this first, and I didn't. So let me pull this up and read this to you. So this was from Vicky Verma on X. And Avi Loeb, we all know this guy's a piece of, you know what I mean? A mysterious intergalactic object could potentially be a hostile alien spacecraft that's slated to attack our planet in November, according to a controversial new study by a small group of scientists. New York Post. According to the New York Post, a group of scientists published a controversial paper saying that a mysterious object from outside our solar system called 31/Atlas might be a hostile alien spaceship that could attack Earth in November. The paper, which hasn't been reviewed by other scientists yet, warns that if their idea is true, it could be very dangerous for humanity. I don't know what to do. Like, how do you reach out to these people and have a serious conversation when you're laughing the whole time? That 31 Atlas was discovered on July 1st and is moving toward the sun very fast. The paper discussed unusual behaviors observed in 31 Atlas, and as more of an academic or pedagogical exercise, pedagogical exercise, they consider the possibility that it could be alien technology and even hostile. Oh, fucking hostile. Pantera. Now, most other scientists disagree with these claims and say all the evidence shows 31 Atlas is just an ordinary comet from another solar system. In fact, even Avi Loeb admitted in his blog that his alien spy probe theory is a bit far-fetched, even for this. By far, the most likely outcome will be that 31 Atlas is a completely natural interstellar object, probably a comet. See? Even a broken professor gets it right once a day. Well, that was nice that Avi Loeb was on the right side of history there, huh? What do you say to that, Goofonians? Do you think Avi Loeb can be trusted? No. No, never. Avi Loeb is just playing it smart. He knew what happened when he said Oumuamua is an alien spaceship. He ain't doing that again. No matter how weird this object, unless the object stops on a dime and changes directions, then no. You know what I mean? No. What are we doing? Okay. So I had to tell you about that. You know, I like it when people know what the truth would be like and knows what it takes. It's going to take that one whistleblower to say, F it all. I'm going to be the one who tells everybody the real truth for once. And what could this whistleblower say that we haven't already heard? We already know there's NHI, they say. We know that they were pilots, right? We know that they have craft of some sort of maybe non-earthly origin or off-world material, something like that. You know there's nothing they can say. And what else? Oh, we got the alien pilot. Oh, we already said the pilots. Pilots? NHI, I mean, right? Bits and pieces of craft, if not the whole goddamn thing. Legacy programs, reverse engineering. This little piggy went to the market. Who knows what they came home with? It's like looting at Walmart. You never know what you're going to get. And then what else? Oh, what's in this one? We'll talk about the fourth one. Who's here tonight? Hey, JJ Anjay, what do you say, Juge? Welcome to Dan Peter. Riz, welcome to the show. Oh, back. Yep, Thor Penku. What do you say there? Welcome to Caffeine Stew. This show is for everybody, actually. Welcome to the show. David Wilcock, not Wilcock. What did I just say? David Wilcock's not Wilcock. Welcome to Samo. Goophonian Rockstar. What's up, Chief? What do you say there, Mako and Star Butterfly? How are thou? Well, I'm glad you're listening, fellow fellow paranormalists. Brian Yates, what do you say? Huh? The Yates of Hell. No, that's not nice. Yeah? No, we can't. Paul, hey, Callaghan, man. Fowler. Remember the Callaghan? Hey, Callaghan. Yeah, the plumber commercial. No? We got 3 C's in the house. We got the chicken, we got the coop, we got the confidential. What do you say, CCC? All right. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do, and we do. And it's a Saturday night. Nobody thinks we're going to be here. It's going to be slow, going to be low. It's going to be all the tempo we need to just take our time and enjoy ourselves tonight. I'm not going to go crazy to worry about doing this show perfectly. Let's just go. Let's just go, and whatever happens, happens. I got it all planned out. Who's whistling over here? Somebody whistling? That's right. If you want to help support Truthology for Ufology, all the links are in the show. All the links are in the show description. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. You could even become a member. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of whistles going on, but I didn't see anything come in. All right. Ready? Oh, there we go. Oh, mamma mia. Hey! Well, I haven't seen a yellow in a long time. Chickay donated 10 pound, 10 quid. Well, sometimes, and by the way, welcome to the show. I appreciate this start. I'd like to see about 9 more people match that. So sometimes you wonder whether people really learned anything from the whole Richard Doty thing. Well, that is interesting. Well, we know Richard Doty lied to, oh my God, Paulie Donuts. Who cares? I forget his name. What is his name? It's right on my tip. I have the, well, anyway, Richard Doty had to test and push the limits on this guy to make him think he was seeing something he wasn't, so he could nab him later and then say, nah, it wasn't. You're crazy. Yeah, and the guy really took it to heart and couldn't handle the emotional effect of Richard Doty's lies. That's in what's his name? Benowitz. Yeah, Paul Benowitz. Thank you, Brian Yates. So, yeah, I couldn't get it out, man. I couldn't get it out. Doty El Fayed. That is beautiful. Oh, I've heard that before. So, Chickay, I hope I'm saying that right. When you say people, do you mean everybody, or whistleblowers, or people who hear someone like Doty come out and say what he said, knowing he's lying, knowing it's going to affect somebody's life, if not many lives, which it did? Yeah. People learned, Chickay, But you know what? Nobody cares. Because everybody said the same thing, including myself. Guy's an idiot. He's weak-minded. He fell for it. He believed, an idiot. Why would he go nuts like that over this? It's a sad story what Richard Doty did. How does he sleep at night knowing what he did? I don't want to say it. Because, he didn't really murder the guy, but he made the guy, himself. Well, so the story goes. Thank you very much for the super question chat donation, 10 pound, 10 quid. Nice to see you. Appreciate that. Yeah, good start and an interesting question. I also have the poll. Let me remove my comment here. I said, hope everyone's having a blessed day. No vertical stream tonight. I'm going to let you guys know if there will be a vertical stream. Just like I said tonight, there won't be. And I may do one a week and goof on. All right. So out of the 5 shows I do, one of them will be like that. But Rich Saves America, all of them are going to be that way for the next month, 3 weeks. I want to see if I can get 1 million views. I'm on pace. I've already got 250,000 views after 4 shows. 4 or 5? 5 shows. It's crazy. Anyway, let's get back to work. Let me unpin this, remove it. And we do have a poll, and it's a simple one. Do you think there's enough? Because tonight I want to talk about the evidence and the ghost evidence and spiritual evidence. Do you think there's enough spiritual evidence to say something paranormal is happening worldwide? Right now it's an 80-20 split. That's where I kind of figured it. I thought maybe it would be 90-10. That's amazing that some of you wouldn't think that. And then I wonder, trolls? I mean, how can you not think there's enough spiritual evidence? I'm going to show you some tonight. There's no way you can deny. The only way any of us can debunk this stuff is just saying it. Right? Because if we really wanted to debunk it for real and say they're using strings, well, we would need the original video, not a copy, the original. And the odds of getting that are 0.01%. And then you got to look at the metadata. You got to see how, all that stuff. And we don't get that. So when we say we don't believe this is real, as I've heard many of us say, I do it. It's not real. It's a balloon. How do you know? Because it is. I mean, I can't get out there and show you, but I know what balloons look like in the wind, without wind, in a Mylar sense, in a rubber balloon, in a plastic bag, in a freaking whatever. Chinese lantern. Racist. Asian lantern, I get. What do you want me to say? Nah. So, we all don't know. I mean, there's some that are obvious. But to be honest, tell yourself the truth, okay? Stop lying to yourself and say, because I had to stop lying to myself, thinking I know everything. I know nothing. We all know nothing. We only know what we know. It's the paranormal. That's the way it's designed. And nobody's going to figure it out. And by the time you figure it out, it's too late. What does that mean? It means you pass on. You don't get a chance to tell anybody what you know. I'm going to show you some videos today. Oh my God. I don't understand how you guys can't believe some of this stuff, really. I really don't. I've got so much. We might be here for a couple of hours. All right. All right, what am I doing? I have so much to go over. All right. Okay. About 10 days ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, we found out, well, without any proof at all, we heard that Lockheed Martin is responsible for the Tic Tac. The Tic Tac UFO, which none of us have ever seen. Ever. It doesn't exist. Do you understand? The Tic Tac doesn't exist. No, it doesn't. There's no evidence. There's no video. No. You're looking at planes with a distorted view from the horizon, the sunset, the haze, the reflection of paint. They're planes that we all see with the distorted view of an unfocused camera removing the tail and the wings at a certain angle. It's perfect. It's just perfect. However, with that being said, pilots report seeing the Tic Tac time and time again. Cylindrical object. I don't know, John. Maybe like a tablet or something? Yeah, I guess maybe, like a Tylenol shape. How many times are we going to hear it? So they're out there. But guess what? None are on video. And the only time... See, when they're talking about the cylindrical objects, they're talking something a little longer shape than a Tic Tac. Cigar shape. That's what I'm thinking. I still haven't seen it. I know some of you are going to say I'm wrong, and there is video, but there isn't. No, it's not real. It's not. Well, let me pull this up. If Lockheed, look, Joe Rogan and Mike Barber discussed Representative Burleson's remarks that 2 sources told him the Tic Tac UFO was created by Lockheed, not just 1. 2. See how they lie? 1 isn't good enough. We need to convince the UFO community. 2 sources told him. How stupid are we, really, if we believe anything they say? I mean, it's childish. It's so obvious that they're lying. You don't even have to say 2. You could just say 1. What does it matter? No. Because that's how many people told him. No. He didn't have to say it. He could have just said, yeah, there's several sources out there that are admitting it's a Lockheed Martin. 2, specifically 2. That is weird. That's a liar. I'm telling you, I'm probably right. I can't say I'm 100%. What's up, Power Off? What's up, Christopher V? What's up?
The Lockheed Martin thing is people are claiming... It's, again, a lot of horse shit. Who fucking knows? That Lockheed Martin created that Tic Tac and that there's been 3 different versions of it. I sent you that, right?
Who are the people claiming it? Yeah.
So the idea is, this is what I wanted to ask you about.
Who are the people?
A congressman who says this. Congressman Eric Burleson dropped the bombshell evidence that Lockheed Martin has developed 3 generations of Tic Tac UFO technology. Is that real, though? Did he say that, or is this just a fucking tweet?
The quote is right there. I had 2 people come to me.
I understand that, but did he actually say that, or is that just a quote on Twitter?
No, I believe he said that.
Okay.
I saw other people say it, too.
Do you see the problem we're all going to have from now on? Did he really say that? And what's the thing we hear now? Is that AI? Did he really say that, or was that AI? We've been hearing that now, too. It's getting bad.
Oh, okay. So he says, I've had 2 people come to me that say that the Tic Tac is Lockheed Martin creation. The latest person came to me, says he has video of the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd iteration of the Tic Tac, Burleson revealed. This isn't speculation. This is a congressman with direct access to classified information. The implications are staggering. Lockheed Martin allegedly discovered a revolutionary new propulsion system and has been secretly developing it for decades. According to Burleson's source, They used it in the first iteration, which was the Tic Tac. They have an intermediary one that they are more advanced with, and then now they're putting it inside what looks like conventional so that it's not obvious.
Okay.
What do you think about
That sounds so stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call bullshit on all that. Look, there's interesting. If you scroll back down, there's an interesting. When you start to there you go, dissecting this. He says, I had two people come to me that say that Tic Tac's a Lockheed Martin creation. Now, he doesn't say who those two people are.
I've had two people come to me that said they had sex with Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, I did. But you've got, then it says, this isn't speculation. This is a congressman with direct access to classified information, which is the implication that, well, the people that came to him with this have access to classified information, which is, there's no connection there. So they're taking a data point and another data point, and they're drawing a line between the two of them.
Right,
and saying, yes, he's getting this from classified. Yeah, exactly. And so, and also the next part has been secretly developing it for decades. I'm here to tell you that if Lockheed Martin was developing something for decades, a new form of propulsion, maybe I'm just a cynical son of a bitch, but I don't think they'd be keeping it secret for all this time. I don't think it would have been able to be kept secret.
Why?
Because somebody would have opened their yap, or the Chinese would have gotten their hands on it. In their economic and intel espionage efforts. So I don't know. This strikes me as, and then I've got video of it. Okay, well, how about you show us the goddamn video?
Right.
It's always the same thing.
It's always the same thing.
Yeah.
It's always like, I've seen video. Well, fucking show me, baby.
Right. Isn't it amazing? It's the same story every time. Views with a Z, with a $2. £2. Super chat. I'm not sure I understand. You're saying Utah drone video analyzed by Rob Woodus scrubbed. Do you mean he's wrong? I'm not sure I understand. I see what you say. CIA Mike unqualified analysis. Yeah. I didn't think he was right. I don't know. I don't have anything in front of me to talk about that, but I didn't know they were still trying to figure that one out. I thought we all figured it out, that it was a UFO program that was created for that editing software. That's what I heard. It came with the program. So you could test on how the new software works with this UFO. That is what we were told. It's not even real. So I'm not sure. So it was inserted. Yeah. But I'm not sure. I don't know if the government, maybe that was a Tic Tac. I don't know, man. We had all sorts of analysis on that, and I'm not surprised, views. Not surprised. Oh, you can't find it? Oh my God, no way. Yeah, hold on, Paul, that's interesting. Are you talking about when I say China's ahead of us? Well, I'm only going by what I was told and what was out there in public. I don't know if you're meaning me. You overrate the Chinese. They think putting a sanction on white leaf makes us different. I'm not sure what that means. It must be a conversation going on in there. Did I miss something? $5 from Chikai. £5, £5. They did the same thing in the 70s. At the height of the UFO flap, the Avro car suddenly became public. Oh my God, that's right. I remember that. That stupid spinning douchebag of a car with fans, and the thing barely, and had a skirt on it and everything. God, I hated that. Yeah, that's right. They're doing the same thing. All they're doing is trying to make people shut up. They're like, here's what we're really doing, and it's not. And this is why nobody believes. This is why people don't have a a big belief in ufology. Thank you, Chikai, for the £5, £5. Continuing supporter now. Jeff Garvey throwing it down, $5. If Scambian didn't debunk the tech, it's true. Oh, yeah. Well, you got that right, bro. I guess you're right. That was the funniest joke of the year so far. That Scambian debunked anything with legitimacy. Thank you for that. That was the best $5 of the year. That was funny. All right. Well, what? The fake videos. All right. Hey, Leadfoot, how you doing, man? All right. Well, I got a lot of stuff to play here, so let's keep going. We got a lot of stuff. Yes, Hulk Hogan died. We didn't talk about that because we weren't here yesterday. Yeah, pissed off. I had something I wanted to tell him. All right. Yeah, it sucks.
Let me tell you something, brother. UFOs are real.
Ugh, can't do the voice. Yikes. All right. This is funny to me. So this was on UAP James on X, who's got a good following, but says, hold on. I don't know why I'm laughing. U.S. Air Force Undersecretary Matt Lohmeyer discusses accounts of UFOs penetrating solid walls to observe scientific investigation into whether beings exist in the invisible realm and a possible connection to the Bible. I think that's neat. Now, let's continue. If you take a look at the Earth or the Sun or any number of things that exist in space using a different lens, not the optical lens, he says, but ultraviolet or infrared, what you'll see is something that looks like a sea creature flapping its wings, swimming through the great deep. So if we look at the Sun under ultraviolet or infrared, we're going to see it swimming like this. I want what he's on. And then he says, even though in this, what we used to call the vacuum of space, it seems to our optical lens as if it's empty. In fact, it's filled with third phase of Moon's favorite word, plasma. Plasma is highly conductive. So there's this energy that's instant and direct and immediate between all of the stars that seems to connect all of us. And let me tell you, I read this with a goofy smile because as I'm reading it, it makes sense. That does make sense to me. God almighty, I wonder if people are really figuring out. See, all that space, it would be a waste, right? Just like in the movie Contact. It would sure be a waste of space. It would be. It isn't, though. We may be able to use that space to reach other people, other beings. But my thing is, where's the directory? Who are you calling? How do you know what number's good, which one's been disconnected? How do you know? Well, let's hear what he says about it. This is a 6-minute clip. Well, 6.5. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I probably said it all, but let's take a listen just in case.
Describe it as them having a distinct impression that they were being observed or watched by this entity, this ball, and that it seemed to defy the laws of physics as we understand them. It can move against the wind with relative ease. It can go through solid walls and objects without any disturbance. These balls sometimes show up in rooms.
I play this to you because my wife, ex-wife, and I were witnesses to this. We saw the ball, the size of a softball, we guess. It's pretty close to it. Came right through a tree right outside the window, killed half the tree, not instantly. Came through that window, right through the wall, into the bathroom, into the closet, back out through the bathroom, stopped, seemingly looked at us, and right back out the window. Wow. It was really, I got goosebumps like, but he's not wrong. This is why I am infatuated with the spheres. Not the ones they've been showing us. I'm waiting for the ones that look like they're alive. And they have charges coming off, and you could hear the clicks and the static from it, and you can smell it. My wife and I smelled it. You could smell the static. It smelled just like a sock, with static electricity connected to another shirt or a shirt. So, same smell you get in a lightning storm, static electricity. I'm telling you, man, there's something to what this guy's talking about that's really hitting home for me. And this is weird. It's very hard to believe. Very, very, very hard to believe.
They have shown up in commercial airliners or in passenger cars, and
We know somebody. One of these things got right up alongside their car.
seem to roll,
I guess something like
down
it,
the
right?
aisle and look at people and observe what they're doing and thinking, and then just dart back through the wall and go on off. And it's something that's reminiscent of, and this is now me getting back to your question about bases on other planets and things. It seems to be reminiscent of what it seems a spirit body, and I'm talking beings, or resurrected body of the Lord, for example, is described as being capable of doing in the New Testament or in the Old Testament. We have an account in the New Testament where a recently resurrected Lord, who's apparently taken up his body, or a body, appears in a locked room to show himself to his disciples. Well, that's impossible. It is, according to our modern laws of physics, but it's not impossible for a plasma body. It's not impossible for an exceptionally refined matter that we would call spirit, or that we would call immaterial, even if it's not immaterial. And we've got accounts of angels coming into rooms and visiting people. We've tended in the modern materialist secular mode that we've been in for some time to just outright dismiss these things, or they've somehow become taboo. But now even scientists are willing to begin to investigate the possibility that there are actually legitimate scientific explanations for how, in fact, that might be possible for beings to exist, whether we see them or not with the eyes at all times, in the invisible realm. If you take a look at the Earth or the sun or any number of things that exist in space, using a different lens, not the optical lens, but ultraviolet or infrared, what you'll see is something that looks like a sea creature flapping its wings and swimming through the great deep. The Earth is rolling forward on its wings, and there are connections of streams of light between the sun and all of the planets in our solar system. And all of the stars are connected by these gossamer threads of light called Birkeland currents. And all of that is plasma. And it's only been in the past couple of decades that we've been able to actually directly observe these things that has gotten even the astronomers scratching their heads and saying, maybe there's more to this cosmos than we've ever before been able to acknowledge.
And what scares me the most is what I think happens to a lot of ancient civilizations. They start realizing and figuring out the secrets of the universe, and then they get wiped out. Where are they? I mean, there's been what, 5, 6 or event the whole place gets destroyed, the whole world terrified. It's happening. Can you imagine? Yeah, what do they call it? Eve of Destruction? No, that's a movie. But I think that's what's going to happen. We're figuring out how to move through space and time. And once we figure out how to go from point A to point B, they're going to see we don't depart. See what I did there? Alphabet. Makes it easy to learn. All right. That guy really scared the hemorrhoids out of me, I tell you. Pretty interesting, though. I didn't want to get into it too deep. It's too deep for me. But look, he makes some good points, and we have a very hard time with reality. Right? Some of you do. Some of you will never believe in any of the videos I'm going to show you tonight. Not one of these ghost videos. No, you won't believe. You're going to think they're fake because it's too good to be true. I know. I want to believe. So I try to see if they're fake, and I'm sure they can fake all these videos, but I don't think so. I think they would have to be extremely good at the timing and the precision. When you see a woman's shirt get pulled, right? You can see the fabric stretch out as she's walking, then she freaks out. But not only that, the dog sees something. What about when a dog's, barking at the closet? She comes home, he's staring at a closet. He didn't even come in to say hello. Can't get away from the closet. Now I know what you're going to say. Well, probably her husband's in the closet and the dog wants him to come out. No. It was the beast. Damn it, why don't you just believe me? All right, let's watch some of these incredible ghost videos. These are the scariest that I have ever seen, and I'm proud to show you some of these. I can't wait to get to Ghost Daddy. Where's Ghost Daddy? I want to show you Ghost Daddy. Ghost Daddy. Ghost Daddy. Daddy Ghost. Daddy Ghost. That was cool. All right, where is it? Yeah, we could just start off. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to care. All right, here we go. All right, 5, 4. We're going to look at mysteries of the universe now. 3, 2, a goo. Now, why isn't there really Nuke's top 5?
Now, obviously, if the video was being faked, this could be a person, but weirdly, the shadow doesn't seem to have legs or any bottom half at all. So it's months later, and Kelly says that her brother was at home just working at his computer. And then this happens.
Look at how dark it got. Look at how light it got.
Notice that a strange dark shadow seems to completely block out the light as it passes through the hallway, before another door nearby just slams shut violently.
Yes, I know that somebody could be right behind it all and close the door and make believe nobody's home. These guys aren't making money off this stuff.
Now, it should definitely be noted that Kelly's brother Rick doesn't want any sort of or notoriety for his videos.
See?
In fact, he doesn't even have a TikTok account of his own. As for Kelly, his sister who posted the videos, she also has made it quite clear that she has no interest in becoming a, quote, ghost channel.
I am not the forefront leader in all things ghost videos. My brother has a few scary videos I thought I'd post.
Even freaks her out. Rianne says that her 2 youngest daughters have taken an interest in hairstyling, so they will often have their styling mannequins downstairs. And this is when things take a terrifying turn.
They sell it all in Canada, something quite logical. Everything makes sense. And you're going up what they call the bridge here. You're doing this outing, and this is good. And the next one, Well, it's not quite as good. It didn't quite make sense to you, but, you know, you've already paid for the next one, so you can go. The bridge, it's a metaphor. Your spirituality, your relationship to others. The person is supposed to become more able as they go up the bridge. And then there are the torpedoes operating faith, and faith is a spiritual gift. That's the soul of the person.
No one in the room even notices as the creepy head of the styling mannequin seems to just slowly turn to look at the family.
Now I know what people are saying. There's somebody behind there. Somebody turned it. You could see the hair move. Let's see.
The torpedoes operating
Let's see.
faith is a spiritual gift. That's the soul of the person.
No one in the room even notices as the creepy head of the styling mannequin seems to just slowly turn to look
the hair
at
does
the
get
family.
pulled. Maybe there
But
is
it doesn't
somebody
stop
back
there. The head not only
Oh,
turns...
wait a minute. Did you see through the cushion? Did you see it? It looked like there was somebody back there. Watch this. I found that they're faking it. Watch.
Slowly turn
Watch here.
to look at the family. But it
See?
doesn't stop there.
Watch right there.
The head not only turns, but seems to slowly
Told
glance
you.
back and forth to take a good look around.
Unless that's the shadow
Finally,
person.
the mannequin head makes such a rapid movement that even
See
the
it.
entire family notices. And understandably, they just kind of freak right out.
Here's clip 2. My little girl jumped off the couch, ran over to me. I'm frantically telling my husband, oh my God, she just looked at me. My daughter's covering her mouth. I'm like, oh my God. He's looking behind, there's nothing there. I'm covering my face like, oh my God, I cannot believe this happened. And now I'm gesturing at the living room camera, saying, get your phone. You've got to look at this. You've got to look at that footage.
Rianne Maldonado tells me that they checked behind the couch and the counter, but they found nothing to explain the strange movements of the
proved
mannequin
it to
head.
me.
So just what is happening here?
Isn't it funny nobody talks about this?
Child's play.
Oh, this is good, guys.
A young woman named Stephanie posted a cute video of her
Oh, this
toddler
is
just
great.
playing around, crawling over their couch and having fun.
Kids, right? Am I right? Kids are supposed to be sponges for this stuff. Where do you think kids get the idea for my special friend? Who's your little friend? It's Matthew. Well, where is he? He's right here. Where? He's right here. He's right there, yo? Yeah, yo. I don't see him. He's a ghost. Oh.
So her friends and family can watch her son play. But then, viewers begin to notice something in the video that gives them the chills.
See, this is what I don't understand. Kid's like, nope, nope. Yatta hey. Whoa, somebody watch this kid. What the hell? He's gonna hit his head. Yo.
Did you see it?
No.
Viewers spot some strange little figure peeking around the baby's
Yo! That's disgusting. Look, it's the devil.
playpen right next to the floor.
Okay, come on now. Come on. You're gonna tell me they're faking this? Oh, Rich, don't you understand? That's their cat. That's their dog. That's their gerbil. That's their rat. That's
Stephanie says that she never noticed this little figure before she posted the video and viewers mentioned it. She says that no other children were anywhere around.
That's amazing.
And she has no idea who this little peeking figure is.
You can see the hair.
But if you notice, her child starts to head into the room. Then he exits quickly.
Nope. Kid, nope.
But later he walks right back in like nothing is there.
Because it's not there.
So just who or what is this?
Exactly.
You decide.
Oh my God.
Next up.
See, that's what I mean. It's like, how? Explain that to me. That's fake? That's not fake. That's 100% real. That's what scares the Shiite. Okay, this is the video I want. This is the one. I love this video.
Here's a creepy video filmed by a woman named Nicole of her young son, Hendrix.
Oh my God.
Now, what is really odd here is that the little boy seems to actually react to something that we can't see.
No.
When little baby Hendrix opens the door, a creepy voice seems to whisper, "Yes." And the little boy just shuts the door in the spirit's face and nopes his way right back out of there. Now, shocked and slightly amused viewers of the clip decided to add their own subtitles, which actually sound pretty accurate. Just listen. So did the little boy hear the voice of a spirit? And did he indeed just say nope to a ghost? Tell me what you think. Before we move on to the...
All right. I think I'm done with this video here. There are some really good ones that I am going to show you, though. Some not here, but my God, like what? Like this is happening all over the world, right? You know what I mean? All these ghost videos, UFO videos, strange creature videos. Where does it? It just doesn't end. It's a non-stop onslaught of paranormal, and it's all over the world, whether it's in the sky or underground or in your bedroom or in a car. It is bizarre. It is. This is really a very every single day there's UFO videos, things we can't explain, spirit videos. There's this one I watched today with this guy using a Ouija board, and it was one of the best things I've ever seen, but probably fake, right? Because it's too good to be true. But what if it isn't? It's crazy what's going on. The problem is you don't have it repeating enough to where you can get actual scientists to go in and monitor and come up with an answer or have some way of communicating. Isn't that what that one place in, what is it, in Boston, Massachusetts, Connecticut? What is that place? Where they were underground, they made the TV show out of it. What was that place called? Trying to contact the dead, and they contacted something. I mean, for Christ's sakes, they're still talking about the aerial sighting that happened 40 years ago. The aerial school UFO landing. Well, the eyewitness, this lady, Sama Siddiq, I guess that's her name. She says, the alien, it was like looking at me like it wanted to tell me something, like it had a warning, she says. I got a feeling of this deep, deep sadness, like something really bad was going to happen if we didn't change, humanity. Come on, man. Really? Like, come on. They told you this shit 40 years ago. They know we're waiting for shit to happen. How long is it going to take? For cripe's sakes. This is why people who don't believe have a hard time jumping on board. because then they find out, oh, they were exaggerating, or oh, there was a news reporter there and they just wanted to get their name in there, so they went along with the story. No, but there was an actual psychologist, Jonathan Mack. What was his name? Mike Mack, Mickey Mack, Big Mac went down there, Big Mac, and he set the record straight. He told the kids those were aliens. So then the story comes out, yeah, there was an alien UFO ship that landed. These things popped out, boop. Said that if we don't change our ways, the end of the world's going to happen. We need to get off all this toxicity. What is this? Mr. No. Okay, all right. It says, I'll give you one guess what's happening. And then it says, who remembers ever since last year that I've been telling you they're going to tell you that aliens are real, but they're not going to invade, though? Who remembers me saying that, this guy says? How many times did I tell everyone on a podcast that this is what's going to happen? A lot of people said that. That was no secret. Who is this guy? Truth Told 24. Who? And no. Yeah, no. But what we really need, and Astral said it best today on X. Yesterday? Today. It's 26th. Says, I'm not saying every UFO whistleblower needs to risk their life to speak out, but damn, at this point, you'd think at least one would say, fuck it, and just tell everything anyway. And the person that they're watching the most, or people, they're watching the people who don't have a lot of family, who are possibly single, divorced, or without a spouse. Because those people, their family and friends, maybe one or two. So there's not much leverage you could have to make that person scared if they want to talk, other than just taking them out, a preemptive shush, without hurting anybody but one person. See, that's the risk somebody's got to take. Would you take that risk, put your life on the line, just to have people say, we already heard it? See, this is where we're at. This is the problem with whistleblowing now. You want to get a real whistleblower out, you can't have all this flip-flopping and no evidence. This is bad. Now I know why whistleblowers don't want to come out. And I hope they don't. Because nobody's going to believe them anyway, without evidence. And this is where we are in every aspect of the paranormal, spiritual, UFO, alien, right? And what else is there? Poltergeisty, I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff. Cryptoids, all of this stuff. It's real. But how do we get to it? If we saw, just going to throw this out there for sake of discussion. If you saw a bear in the woods, you could basically find the bear if you wanted to by tracking the trail it left behind and all that, right? If you saw Bigfoot, and then Bigfoot takes off, you're not finding it. A deer, where the antelope play, you'll find them all day. Bigfoot? You know why? I don't. I think possibly the thing that makes sense, because I'm not one to believe that beings can just snap their fingers and go in and out of existence, for lack of a better way of explaining how they disappear. So one of two things must be real. The things I see on video are beings disappearing. Just shadow 1 second, gone the next. Or it's real. Or it's just a person. Or it's just a hoax. Why is it people feel things, people get scratched, people get their hair pulled, slapped, pushed downstairs, possessed, worst case scenario? Where's all that coming from? You're going to tell me all through history people are just having psychosis? People are just losing their minds because they can't handle the pressure of not knowing reality? The reality is we are living in a paranormal world. And I'm telling you, there's more secret doors than there are doors. Whatever that means. I believe there's more stuff that we can't see than we can see, is what I'm saying. I'm thinking there's more of the unknown than the known. Damn it, how exciting would it be to have access to all that stuff if there really were back rooms to a matrix reality? Kind of like that TV show on, what is it called on HBO? Westworld. That might be a reality. Yeah. I don't know, guys. All I know is the videos I'm about to show you don't make much sense to me. And I can't understand how they're doing it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's amazing to me. Let me pull this one up. Didn't I? The truth here? Oh, here it is. Oh, is this it? Oh, did I already do it? Hold on. Is that the video? Oh, I think I already have it. All right. Then it would... Well, it's got to be this. Oh, where? Oh, this is it. Here's the video I wanted. No, that's slapped ham and eggs. I didn't want slapped ham and eggs. Yeah. That's not what I wanted. Hold on a second. Let me... See? Why do they do that to me? Why? Oh, here we go. Here we go. No! Nuke! Ass face. I'm so angry right now, you have no idea. I don't understand where... I guess this is one. Yeah. Yeah, this is one. This is good. This is really good. Man, I feel like I showed this to you guys. I did! That was yesterday. Yeah, wow. I'm having a freaky moment. Really freaky. All right, here's one. Here's the video. All right, here we go. This is bizarre. Oh, I love this video. This freaks me out more than anything because I can't imagine what this girl is seeing for 20 seconds. Check this out. These videos are scary. These are pretty good. All right, here we go. Can't explain it.
about her day. What happens next is downright chilling.
This is not fair. This is scary shit.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you my Skibbity toilet collection that I just got today. We went to a toy store and they had all of these things like this cameraman, these tiny little action figures, this big Skibbity toilet, and these ones. And then I saw my friend the other day and we went on a walk and we also got ice cream that day and I'm having a lot of fun.
What did she see? Watch this though. Watch what happens. That's crazy creepy, guys. That's scary. Watch. Yo! Wow!
The little girl looks up and seems frozen in fear as she stares at something that we can't.
Guys, that's fear. That is the look of fright in the eyes of a child, I guess. She's so scared she can't move. She couldn't move. What is she looking at? Do you know I tried looking in her eye, the reflections, to try to figure out what she saw? I could not for the life of me figure it out. I tried looking at reflections, anything to give it away. And then when you see the leg walk by and the way it bends, yeah, this is not acting. By the way, this video that you're watching, nobody knew about it for months. She didn't tell a soul. It was on a little camera. And she didn't tell any. She ran away, and then the video played on, and then she put the thing in the closet and never took it out again. Her older sister found the camera and saw this like about a year later or something. And then she's the one who posted it. So it's not bad acting. I love you guys. Keep trying, though. This is as real as it gets. Now look what walks by. It's weird.
Let's see. She stares motionless for over 20 seconds and then gets up and hurries out of the room. The camera continues to record and captures something that seems to follow her. Later, the little girl's older sister, Charity Lewis, is looking through the camera's footage and finds this strange recording completely by accident. Charity shares the clip on Instagram and says that before viewing this video, she had no idea that her little sister had experienced anything strange. To this day, the recording remains a mystery.
Oh. But the way that leg bends, you know?
Strange recording completely by accident. Charity shares the clip on Instagram and says that before viewing this video, she had no idea that her little sister had experienced anything strange. To this day, the recording remains a mystery.
That is so weird. It just, the way it bends. I'm not going to bother searching it, but yeah, pretty cool. All right, there's some really good videos here. This next one is just about being claustrophobic. And then they hear, like, really weird shit. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, that's weird. Let me see if this is the one. Oh, this is cool as hell. Watch this. No, not that. The open house. This is good. This is legit. Anybody who says this one is bad acting, fake, or a hoax, you don't know your needle. Never mind. I blew it. Here you go.
Realtor Sandra is recording a tour of a 1960s bungalow-style home to show prospective buyers.
I blew it.
Sandra's filming at night in order to showcase the house's interior lighting. But it's starting to get a bit late at the creepy little cottage, and things are about to get weird.
This is cool.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this beautiful vintage 1962. Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this vintage 1963 bungalow. Go ahead, do it again.
I like that she's
You're on camera.
Oh, good, she's trying. Good for her to keep trying that. All right, she's curious. She didn't get scared, she didn't run out.
Open this door.
Look at her asking for, oh my God. Would you do that? Would you start going around? Oh.
Go ahead, open this door.
She's got cojones, huh? Good for her.
Open this door like you did the other one.
I mean, she was in the house all day. She knows the house pretty well. Hey.
Come on, just move a glass or something. Go ahead, do it again. I'm not scared.
I ain't scared of no Yost. Oh! That'll learn her.
A door suddenly swings open on its own and Sandra is spooked. But she gathers her courage and rushes out to see what's going on. A glass of water sitting on top of the fireplace shifts and slowly moves
I
as
didn't
if it's
see it
being
moving.
pushed by some invisible force.
Oh yeah, a little
But
bit.
things get even crazier as a smoke detector suddenly starts to beep before crashing violently to the floor. With that, Sandra has had enough and just gets out of there. But there's also something else that is very creepy in this video.
Do tell.
Something that only a few viewers even notice. So again I ask, did you see it? Right before the door moves, a face in the picture right beside Sandra seems to slowly darken. And then the creepy little shadow fades away just as the door swings open. Sandra says that she's experienced several unexplained paranormal events in this home, but this was the first time that she finally captured it on camera. Ride of a lifetime. Gustavo Alacares from Mazatlan, Mexico is celebrating his 10th birthday with his family in a small amusement park. After gathering his courage, the young boy goes on a roller coaster for...
Nah, we're gonna watch this one instead. This is good.
¿Escuchan eso?
This is good.
To the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. This next video was recorded by a man named Javier from Argentina. Javier says that he was worried about his friend Antonio, as he hadn't heard from him in a while.
Oh, this is creepy.
So he drives over to Antonio's house to check up on his friend.
Oh, no.
Javier bangs on the front door. No one answers. He calls out Antonio's name. Again, no answer. So Javier climbs over the wall into Antonio's backyard and goes to the back door of the house. For some reason, the door is open. Fearing the worst, Javier goes inside to investigate. What happens next is downright chilling.
This is, how do you say this is not real?
Antonio. Antonio.
This is creepy. Just watch this. I won't say anything.
Hey. Raro. Toño, soy yo. Javier. Puta madre. Hey.
Some door slammed. Keys.
Hey, loco. Soy Javier, boludo. Che, loco, ¿sos vos? Ya fue, boludo.
Guys, I want to
Vine
see
a ver qué
something.
onda, ¿cómo
Hold
andás?
on. I need to see something.
Loco. Soy Javier, boludo.
Yes.
Che, loco, ¿sos vos?
Did you see
Ya
that?
fue, boludo.
There was an orb that goes into the room after the door slams. Watch, right about 5 seconds. Watch right here. See it? That comes in
Che, loco,
a
¿sos
little
vos?
later. You'll find out why
Ya
that's
fue,
important.
boludo. Vine a ver qué onda, ¿cómo andás? ¿Estás bien? Che, loco, si yo vos salí. ¿Escuchan eso?
Javier doesn't know what is going on, and he doesn't want it. He hears a strange sound from somewhere behind him. The next 30 seconds are like something right out of a nightmare.
Why would he leave?
Did you see it? A door swings open by itself and someone or something with glowing eyes seems to peek over the upper glass of the door,
Oh, I didn't see
7
that.
feet in the air. Javier has had about enough and just makes a run for
I
it.
didn't see that.
He
did
says
you?
that whoever or whatever this was, it certainly was not.
It looks like his friend.
Javier has had about enough and just makes a run for it. He says that whoever or whatever this was, it certainly
Come
was.
on. Fucking buttons. That looks like a Hispanic guy. A little mustache, the haircut, the shape of the head. And there's a little detail there that does look the Hispanic decent.
Not his friend Antonio. After calling the police over to the residence,
He's very
Javier
scary.
learns that his friend has tragically passed away inside the house, just behind that door that he couldn't open.
Oh no, his friend passed away in that room that he couldn't get into it. And remember when he tried to open up the door, he looked at his hands like he got burnt or it hurt.
Javier is so...
It shows it. Let me show you. Right? Did you see what he did with his hands?
Coño, coso ojo. Ya fue, boludo. Vine a ver qué onda, ¿cómo andás? ¿Estás bien?
Watch what happens. Did he already try
Che,
it?
loco, si yo vos salí. ¿Escuchan eso?
I don't know if he touched it yet. Watch what happens when he grabs the handle, tries to open it, and it doesn't open. Look what he does to his hand. Like, mother... See, he's looking at his hand like it hurt. Well, guess what? His friend is behind that door. And we all saw that door slam shut. And he just tried to open it and couldn't. You know why? Because his spiritual friend did not want him to see him that way. Did not want him to see him dead. That is amazing. I thought this was this other video that's even a little crazier than this. Like, I hope it's the next one. Kind of crazy. But it's amazing. Amazing. Like, we don't know shit. We don't know shit about the afterlife. Look at this. That's his friend, Javier. He wants his help, right?
Did you see it? A door swings open by itself and someone or something with glowing eyes seems to peek over the upper glass of the door, 7 feet in the air. Javier has had about enough and just makes a run for it. He says that whoever or whatever this was, it certainly was not his friend Antonio. After calling the police over to the residence, Javier learns that his friend has tragically passed away inside the house, just behind that door that he couldn't open. Javier is so upset and confused by the whole ordeal that he just can't let it go. He decides to return to Antonio's house in search of answers. It did not go well.
Oh no, you going back?
Esta es la pieza. Mierda.
Oh no. Dead mouse?
La laucha. Da un poco de escalofrío estar acá, se siente.
Oh, that's the room that the door
Se siente
closed.
una carga un poco pesada.
So he died in that room, okay.
Whoa! Qué mierda. La linterna.
Dude, there better not be a face.
Mierda.
God, I hate this.
¡Hey, hey!
Whoa. No.
¿Quién es? ¿Quién anda ahí?
What the hell? How? How? Oh no. Good night, nurse. Come on, guys. How's this fake? You know, no way. See it? What the hell are you doing in there? Why would you lock yourself in the bathroom?
¡Hola! ¿Qué mierda anda ahí, la concha de su madre?
Javier, it's me. Cholo. Hector, it's me, Alfredo.
¡Hey,
Whoa.
hey!
Gone. How? How's that fake? I don't get it. tell me how he faked that. He didn't, because it's real.
And with that, Javier is done. He leaves the house, and to this day, he claims that he has no explanation for what happened inside.
You know, when my sister's husband, my brother-in-law, passed away, she found out that he left her with $300,000 in debt. Now, she had no way of getting this money. Their house, they were going to sell it, and she would get, I guess, around 1.1 million for it or something like that, right? The house was a little old, and needed some things. It needed a lot of repairs. Huge house, 7,000 square feet, beautiful. Now, his name was Sam, and I did a ghost hunt at the house where he died. He died in his sleep from cancer. And I'll tell you, what happened was my sister was really upset about this $300,000. And it really put her in a hole. And now, the weird thing is, she put on a dishwasher load, to wash the dishes. She usually does it at midnight when they go to sleep. So when they wake up in the morning, they would have clean coffee mugs and stuff. And that's just the way their routine was. Well, this one day, she decided to turn it on before she went out, like 10 in the morning. It malfunctioned. And the house almost burnt down. Well, because it was a faulty mechanism in that specific dishwasher, well, what do you think happened? Of course, the insurance company paid the claim. She wound up repairing the house. It was all brand new because the smoke ruined everything, So this entire house now was close to $1.7 million. So not only did he get her back the 300 and a little couple hundred just for good shits and giggles because of all the new shit, new appliances, new everything, right? Well, I tell you that story because most likely Sam made it malfunction. How else could he get her money? Couldn't think of any other way, I guess, right? Had to do a good deed before he got up there, right? He had one good deed to do. And that was the good deed he had, I guess. I don't know. Sam wasn't the nicest guy. He was nice if you had something for him. But if you didn't have anything for him, he didn't want anything to do with you. So, he wasn't very loved, let's just say that. And I had said some things that got back to him before he passed away, like 2 years before he passed away, where I said to somebody that he worked with that, I'm not really a big fan of Sam's. I don't like the way he treats my wife, And then this person said, yeah, I know the way he treats everybody. Ah, ha, ha, ha. And then he goes and tells Sam what I said. But I never found out he told Sam. But Sam knew what I said behind his back, which everybody did. But Sam played it off. Well, he made a joke one day at a barbecue. Before he found out he had brain cancer, he goes, hey, Richie, you're doing that UFO and ghost stuff. If I die, I'll make sure, I'll come back. And I'll make contact with you. I go, okay. Just something silly to say when you're drinking. He was drinking. I don't. So, I guess he was poking fun at me with his friends and, but he also kind of respected what I did. But, can't believe the UFO guy. That guy's in my family. I can't believe this nut job. But, whatever. You know? So when the workers were coming over to repair the home, one of the workers saw a man walking through the house that he didn't recognize. And he thought maybe it was a neighbor, you know, just walking through the front door, because when they were doing the house, they had the front door open and you could just walk on in. Couldn't find them. Oh, where'd they go? I just saw them walk in. He had a tank top on, had shorts, short hair, da 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 da. The next day, the worker sees the same person wearing the same clothes walking towards the kitchen from the front door. Excuse me, he says. Goes over, sees my brother-in-law disappear as he turns around and looks right at him. They all quit. They had 3 crews to finish the job on this house that took forever to fix because Sam kept showing up. So I go down there to do the ghost hunt, and Sam didn't show up. I did 2, actually. First time, my sister didn't give me the right code to turn the alarm off and get in the house, so I had to do it outside. But then I went like a week later, and I went inside. But I didn't get Sam. What I caught and what I feel was Sam's daughter. Her name was Sasha, who died of cancer when she was 13, leukemia. And I definitely know it was her. There was one EVP. Matter of fact, I made a video about it a long time ago when I did this, about 4.5 years ago. I was driving home listening to the ghost hunt I did over there to see what evidence I captured. And I heard when I was asking for Sam, I go, Sam, are you going to show up? And she says, he's not showing up. He's not showing up, or he's not showing, something like that. Oh, God. It was a kid's voice, too. It's weird. Female, everything. Oh, my God. But these workers saw him in his favorite workout outfit. So what happened was my sister had come home and she's like, where are they going? And they said, well, they saw, I guess, somebody disappear, a ghost, and they're freaking out. And she's seen Sam too, wearing the same outfit. So she goes, uno momento, takes the picture out and says, is this the man you saw? Sí, yeah, that's him. Wearing the outfit. Yeah. Isn't that weird? So how can this all be imaginary? They didn't know Sam. They had no idea who he was, yet he showed up. They didn't manifest it. They weren't thinking of ghosts. He just showed up wearing his favorite outfit, going to probably get his favorite food after he worked out. Who knows what in the kitchen. Very strange. But what freaks me out is when my sister told me she saw him walking out of the bedroom and into the kitchen. And if I remember, she was just playing around and she said, hey, get me something to drink. And he said, okay. Like he answered. Ooh. Yeah. She still hasn't told me the creepy stories. I guess every time I'm around her, she's with her new husband. So she's not, I don't want to talk about my ex-husband in front of my new husband. Oh, weird. But how can we say we don't live in 2 realities at the same time? We have to. It makes sense. We're sharing this reality with another existence, and I don't understand it. Yet we see on video after experience after experiencer, you, me, all of us experiencing this all around the world. And yet we still don't have hard, tangible evidence that I could just take out right now and show you a ghost. Look what I captured. Can't do it. I wouldn't want to capture a ghost like that and keep it held prisoner just to show people. Not my style. I'd knock it out first. Here's a ghost. It's hoovering. But you can't deny that there's something going on around the world. You just can't. Even I know that. And I'm very skeptical. You know what? I'm not skeptical that there's something going on. I'm skeptical of the people. You guys, not you per se, but people who come up with stories and they don't make sense. If they don't make sense, they're probably not true. But then you got people who have these wonderful stories who you're like, wow, that makes sense what you just said. And they're very believable, but they don't have evidence either. So you're sitting there like, yeah, do I really believe it because they're a nice person? Is that what we do? We do that, you know. We'll believe David Grush. He's such a nice guy. He's even autistic. Oh, you got to feel for that guy. All right? Oh, he's autistic? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he's telling the truth. It's not how it works. Very nice guy. Oh, he's so pleasant, so nice. Have you ever broken bread? You got to break bread with somebody to know that they don't have evidence to tell me that whatever they're talking about is legitimate or not? Show me something. Stop talking about it. That's where we are. That's what we need. And whistleblowers in the government, if you plan on coming out, make sure you don't tell a soul about it. Those of you who are out there that are whistleblowers, yeah, my crazy eye. And if you're thinking about coming out, don't tell a soul. Just do it. Get on the news while they're on the street and go, I'm a whistleblower. My name's John C. Nuts. And I've seen aliens. And now you're on TV. Nobody had to know. Ooh, that's how it's got to happen. And then you know what's going to happen. That guy's going to be on the news. Who is John E. Suna? You know, and then people are going to start going, where's this guy? Nobody can find him. Do you know who this is? You know, he was my neighbor for 10 years. I've only seen him 2 times putting the trash out. We said hi and everything, but I don't really know him. Do you know who this person is? Oh, that guy owes me $50. Never mind. You know, Man in Black. Well, that's racist. Shut off. So what do? Do you just believe blindly? No. No, you don't. You know what changed it for me? I had the experience. It's the only way it's going to happen. For those of you who have a hard time believing, the best way to experience it and believe it, the best way to believe it is to experience it. I'm so dyslexic because I'm hungry. So, yeah, low blood sugar. Get it? High blood sugar. I don't know. But that's what it's going to take. And in November, according to some people out there, there's going to be an alien invasion of some sort. Probably false flag, but I don't think it's going to happen at all. The government needs to have this cover up at all times to cover up everything that's flying around unimpeded in our skies, in our airspace, in our homes. Look, these objects can go through walls. Remember, they're interdimensional beings with interdimensional craft, with a physics we don't understand in a universe that's ever expanding into a nothingverse. Huh? See, it doesn't make sense because it's not true. What? Life is a bowl of cherries. Huh? That's it for tonight. I hope you guys have a good one. Hey, we'll be back, I don't know, Monday. What's tomorrow? Sunday? It might be a members show. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. See how I feel. Tomorrow's usually a bad day, so we'll see how I wake up. But I want to thank moderators and super chatters. I don't think we got anything else. Let me double check. Thank you for your support tonight. I appreciate it all, really. Thank you guys for the soups. And thanks for keeping the chat room safe and clean. Newcomers and veterans getting along like they knew each other for decades. I appreciate you. I know I didn't pay a lot of attention to the chat room tonight. I'm sorry about that. But when I have to talk a lot, I have to think a lot. And thinking hurts. Now, do you think in the poll, I'm going to end the poll, 70 votes. Do you think there's enough spiritual evidence to say something paranormal is happening worldwide? We're at 68-32. 68% of you said yeah, and 32% said no. And that about does it. Yeah. Thank you very much for hanging out. Hey, look. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. You understand? All right. Oh, tough day, you know? It's tough. What are you going to do? I don't know. Goof on hits like a freight train, though. And what else? Huh? What else? What? Oh, right. Yeah. Truthology for ufology, and we do it for you. There you go. You almost forgot, didn't you? All right. Goof on hits like a freight train. Take us out of here, Lucian. Chicken Coop Confidential. Giddy up. Alien bless.
From the sky, no one and no alibi, lies burning hotter than the sun. Fake prophets cashing in the dream, selling hope through a broken beam. What's the truth? Where's it gone? Through the dark, echoes of a question mark. Why